Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing a motherfucking live stream. A live stream. Woo there. Stop that. And we have much to talk about. How are you? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. 911, we don't use 911 in this country, we use 999, as the Lord intended. Welcome, Pat Lester. Chuck, Mitch, why are you talking shit about my Zerjofs, man? Because they're shit, they're fucking shit. What a waste of money. Christ. Sorry about it. Not. Blame Erica's boobs, you know? Christ. That's what made you buy them, isn't it? Be honest. Great tits that they are, but, you know. Still shite perfume house, to be fair. That was my first obsession. Well, we all make mistakes early on. Let's not take... Reggie, don't find Gallop too femme. Well, I haven't worn it in anger yet. I think I might do at some point. You know, we'll find out. We'll find out because I think it's an autumnal, like the next couple of months is where it's going to be in its heyday, if you will, where it wants to be, where it is best. Welcome, Tiger Rouge. How are you? Hope that the audio is okay today, so I don't have to rage quit. You know, because we don't want that. We don't want that. So, how are all of you? You rage quit 301. Oh, yes, that's right. So this should be 301, shouldn't it? It should be 301. But it's not. It's 301. Yeah, it's 301.2. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Audio was fine the other day, says Dropout, who was praying that I don't rage quit again. As well he might, you know, as well he might. Because I am a raging boy. There is my friend and her bubba. Mew. Add to playlists, live streams. Do not allow any sort of fucking that. Okay, I'm looking for a bottle. You ever tried Thomas de Monaco? No, but I saw that. Was it Sebastian? Did an interview with him. I haven't watched any of Sebastian's stuff for ages. Crikey. It has been a while. I haven't smelled any Thomas de Monaco, if I'm being honest. Oh, I just heard that on the radio and I just want to fucking... I don't know, I just want to put like a needle straight in my ear. Green needle. Oh my goodness gracious me. He just did. That's the bottle I'm looking for. Reminded me of. Oh God, he just threw it in my head. Well, if I've got to suffer, so do you. You know? If I have to suffer, so do you. What are we talking about tonight? Well, friends, I may be talking about the cardinal sin, the ultimate sin, not just in FragCon, but in general, my friends. I'm going to be talking about the fucking ultimate sin against man and God, and that is the sin of cringe. I was watching Eugene's stream tonight, and I saw someone commit some of the most flagrant cringe I have ever witnessed in my entire life. The man who shall not remain nameless was called Mikey Cologne. And in his own words, Mikey Cologne said, I have a YouTube channel where I review fragrances. Would love to check your stuff out. And I thought, that's interesting. I've seen you say that before, multiple times on different streams. You're fishing for free stuff. And so I said, because I was hungry and I was literally about to eat my dinner, I said, Mikey Cologne, you're as subtle as a heart attack, mate. Just buy the sample set and stop fishing for free stuff. You've been at it for ages now and it's embarrassing. To which he replied, I'm not fishing, my man, just trying to make conversation in private. I thought, fuck off. You are a nasty, nasty, nasty kind of YouTuber. Don't like your kind of YouTube. It's not very nice. That is cringe. Do these people have no self-respect? Let's have some more hellos, shall we? Christine, greetings. Juro, Chuck, Lilith is here. Offer Rich another annoying earworm, y'all. Are we troglodytes? I imagine we are. I sprayed my vetiver tonka, you bitch. You made me keep it, says Chuck. What cringe did you see? Oh, no. Dev is back. Welcome, Dev. Thank goodness you are back. I have a YouTube channel, says Bilbo, where I review fragrances. Would love to check your junk out. Exactly. The rape person, says Chuck. I don't know who that is. Rich is admitting he has 500 Zerjoffs. No, he is not. Oh, he's talking about the Free Fishing Brigade. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-oh. Sprayed my vetiver. Missing 6 sprays now, says Chuck. They have none. Tell him, Rich. Wearing Iris Blue Gris again. Love my Iris Blue Gris. It was Iris Blue Gris weather today. It's been absolutely awful out there. Awful. Rich, would you rather buy Modern YSL M7 or Tom Ford Noir EDP? Probably the M7 because I think it's absolutely amazing. I love it. One of the best designers of the century. First big designer house to bring in the oud as a listed note, you know. So there's the first fragrance we will talk about today. It is sensational, by the way. I'm wearing Tom Ford today, actually. I'm wearing tobacco oud, you know. I'm wearing tobacco oud. And I highly rec. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Stephen Raven. Rich, I don't have a YouTube channel, but would love to check your stuff out for free. I don't have any stuff. Rich, so I reckon I would have the M7. I thought you deleted some shit earlier in Eugene's stream. I did, but it wasn't that. I left that up so everybody could witness his cringe, you know? It's unforgivable, you know? Can people be rehabilitated from cringe? You know, once you've crossed that cringe line, Once you've crossed the Rubber cringe, it's over for you. You know. Welcome, Zhao. How is Zhao? Best purchases of the last few months for me, tobacco wood. Yeah, it's great. Scented moments was thinking about you, says Chuck. How close do you feel? Dolce and Vetova Tonka are. I just got Vetova Tonka, says Chuck. What up, players? Welcome, Ange. How are you? How is Ange? Vetova Tonka's mint. I thought the ketchup on eggs comment was cringe. Oof. I need to stuck up on Sean John's Unforgivable as soon as possible, says Spaced Out. Yeah, I wouldn't tell anyone that that's what you were. That's what you're wearing, though. JC says nope. Mitch, how are you, says Chuck. I'm okay. I'm okay. Had my flu jab yesterday. Had my flu jab, and it was yeah, I was pretty tired. Still pretty tired, if I'm honest. I haven't had a major reaction to it. Like, I don't feel like, well, I say I haven't had a major reaction to it. I was pretty sullen yesterday. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't in great form yesterday. But now I feel a lot better. Better if COVID still isn't in my fucking nose. What up, Holmes? Excuse me. Hola, lad. Welcome, DJ. Does anybody know if the square bottles of Heritage have changed any? Yes, I think they have. I've got my vintage Heritage, and I'm very pleased about it. Christine, ketchup on eggs is a thing in Pittsburgh? It's fucking nasty, says Chuck. Yeah, I can't imagine. Jesus Christ. My wife got that flu shot, and she felt bad the next day. Yeah, my arm hasn't been that bad this time. I got a COVID shot like when I first started having them, and I was like, okay. And then I got a really sore arm, really sore, and I was a little bit minging. But I'm on immunosuppressants, so the way that the vaccines and stuff work is, if you take one, it prompts a response from your immune system, so that your immune system like responds to it. This stream's blatantly going to get taken down. It's happened before. So your immune system recognizes the problem, and then if you ever do catch whatever it is that you're going to get, your immune system knows how to respond. That's how they work. And it's one of the great inventions ever. Saved billions of lives. But mine's on its arse because it's trying to get me. My wife got that flu shot, Chuck. Dolce is thicker and more resinous, but similar to Vetova Tonka. What you did to the Oaks hole has worked. I've done nothing. Somebody's selling a fake Bois d'Argent on what's it called? eBay. Let me send this to Pradeep. He will Lily's doing some kind of investigative work. Investigative. Where the hell do we get paddock? Somebody put in the Discord earlier that there's a place that's selling samples of paddock, actually. RMS Calligraphy Rose on the right arm. And Bella Versailles Parfum de Toilette on the left, says Ange. Do you feel it's dumb to own both? Richard's immune system is the pits. Wait, isn't this stream 302? Stream 301 should never be forgotten. It is gone. Let it go. Ketchup on eggs may be cringe, but I am free. Chuck, not at all. I am actually planning to add Vetova Tonka to my collection, says Jean. There's a new version of M7 that just says M7 on the bottle. I wonder if it's the same as the Oud Absolute. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I've got the original. I've got 2 bottles of the original. One of which I will start using after I finish this one. I've actually got a backup bottle of the Oud Absolute as well. It's great stuff. I'm at work and have the sound off. Can somebody type what Richard is saying? Thank you. Just use the CC button, you lazy shit. I need to try Russian tea in 1740. Need to get samples of those. Funny you mention Russian tea, because mine Russian tea is dead. The sprayer has perished. Shit. Absolute nightmare, friends. Absolute nightmare. The sprayer is dead. Lily, if you were in the Discord, you would know already, says Dahlia. Why are you blowing my undercover mission, says Lily. This is why I tell you nothing. You don't tell anyone anything. Dropout says, yeah, 5 mil, $50, $70. Fuck off. Good evening, I love. You are wearing the Holy Mountain. I've never even heard of it. I like you, says Ange. Thanks. Have you ever tried mixing real oud oil to any fragrance? No, not really, if I'm honest. I'm not really into that kind of thing, to be honest, Jonah. No Discord for me. I am sorry, but happy for you, says Lilith. Pouring out for the live stream 301 VOG, says Centre of the Day. Zhao said, yes, I did, Lily. It's a wonderful fragrance, very unique. Starts off very nutty and creamy with some hay in the background and develops into this horsey leather. It is absolutely immense. It is absolutely immense. I think it's a lovely fragrance. I'm gutted that Zhao likes it so much, because I was going to buy his bottle if he didn't, but I am also pleased that Zhao likes it so much because he can make videos about it and talk about it, and we can have conversations about it, you know? So I have mixed feelings. I was like, give me that bottle. But got the announcement in the Discord today. I love it. That's paraphrasing. Zhao put it a lot more, nicely, you know. Tony Stark says, missed the last live stream. Do you have the Discord link? Someone get Bilbo to get the Discord link. What's retail if I can find one, says Chuck. For what? Paddock? Like 300 quid? It's ridiculous. But, it's so nice. I do genuinely think it's the best Hermes that Nigel's done. It's right up there with Gallop. The other stuff she's done's been quite, average at best for me, you know? But not to worry. Where are we? Let's find the Discord server. Violette Valinka is really good, Zhao. You're not wrong, actually. Give me this. I'm going to get the invite. Share invite. Copy link. There's the link, friends. The duality of ducks, says Lily. What's retail? I missed the last live stream. Do you have the Discord link? There it is, Tony Stark. I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you will enjoy it. Welcome, Rudy. How is time to musk up? I hope you are well. Chow says, yes. The good news is that I love it. The bad news is that Rich isn't getting a backup. Yeah. Violette Valenka is really good, actually. I really like Violette Valenka. I might wear it this week, actually. I need to post some stuff out to Fliss. And while we are on stream, we are going to smell a couple of these. Seline, Haute Parfumière, Parfumerie, whatever. Oh, God, hold on. That's not right. We can't have that. I need to just do something a little bit, just to feng shui this shit. Oh, no, you fucking don't. I need to get them all facing the same way. Otherwise I won't be able to fucking sleep. I will not present you fucking all over the place. It's not how we do shit. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. Look how they're all facing the same way. Get in. Fantastic. I'll tell you, there's a couple. So I was talking to Pradeep last night. Pradeep was like, blah, 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 blah. He wasn't very happy about something. So I was talking about, he is looking at, getting a bottle of night clubbing. So if anybody wants to part with one for a normal price, let us know. I have it here, the sample, okay? So this is night clubbing, all right? And I tried it, I'm going to be honest. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck is very kind. I have got a notification, I just haven't checked it out yet. So there's night clubbing. I get a lot of Angelica from night clubbing, actually. I get a lot of galbanum, Angelica, that kind of thing. A smoky greenness. I'm giving these to Fliss so she can try them. It's got a little bit of that kind of smoky, and I do mean like smoke, you know. It's such a good sample set, this. You get this for 40 quid, you know. I mean, fuck, that's really good for 40 quid. You're getting 11 fragrances there. That's cool. Thank you, Chuck. You are very kind. I do very much appreciate it. So I'm smelling these, right? I'm smelling the Seline, and I'm like, night clubbing, it's all right. It's not bad, you know? It's not bad. It's okay. I've got French Lover, and I kind of feel like that scratches the same itch for me, you know? So it's got a touch, right? I swear to God this is true. It's got a touch of green Irish tweed about it. There is something salty about this fragrance, like green salt. Very interesting. Good quality. Do you know what I mean? Like the quality's there. I just think that they're a little bit. I think they're a bit tame. Like, do you know what I mean? The other one I tried. Well, I tried 3 last night. I don't want to spray all of these on my skin, but I'll spray this one on. Okay. Was this one, which is black tie. You can't see that at all, can you? Honestly, it's black tie, right? So spread this black tie. Know what it smells like? Do you know exactly what it smells like, right? I mean, it's almost, to me last night, I got it almost 1-to-1, right? It smells like black stem Dior Homme. It smells like black stem Dior Homme, not silver stem, black stem. With a little bit of the lightness. Like, it's really nice, that. Like, I mean, that's really nice. But it just smells like Dior Homme. And Dior Homme's really nice. And I've got like fucking 5 or 6 bottles, at least, of the silver stem. Oh, excuse me. Whilst I hydrate. Scent Fume says, Seline and Hermes high-end lines don't like. I don't know what the fuss is about. I don't know what the price is about. Like for a lot of, do you know what I know? What I think? I think a lot of the time, a lot of the high end stuff, right? The price is part of the marketing. You know, the price is part of the marketing. Paying a high price, it makes you feel special. The soft cigarette smoke is so good. Nightclubbing, Parade, and Dans Paris are my favourite from Seline. What's the new direction of Seline will be? I know a lot. Didn't give a shit for ages till Hetty took over. I mean, I smelled that stuff from the early 2000s and it was fucking rank. It was so bad. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on here, so I was just making sure, says Chuck. What do we think about that house? Do we know? Seline. Get the sample set, mate. 40 quid. It'd be like $50, $60 maybe. Well worth a sniff. Well worth a sniff. The samples are a decent size as well. How big are you? How big are you silly samples? It tells you the percentages. Doesn't tell you how big the samples are, though. I wonder if it'll tell us on here. I think they're 3 mil, like. I think they're 3 mil. I think they're slightly bigger than 2. So that's good. Does Celine Dion own this house? No, Tripler. Celine Dion does not own this house. Are they very airy like Chanel or... I think there's the size to them, but I don't think they're airy. They've got like I think the thick cloud, thick fog. Think thick fog. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. While I do like those 3 fragrances, but not enough to be bothered to buy full bottles. I did not like all the hype around black tie, says Sandra. Vanilla lovers rejoice, says Dahlia. But a Californian reptile are my favourite, says Rudy. Others are nice, but too sweet. Try reptile, you'll like it, Rich. I may do. They all have that iris thing. Everyone, the house DNA. Palo Santo, according to California, uses vetiver and it smells great, says Rudy. It is, Mitch. Not bad, thanks. Good to see you. Hope everything's well for you and yours. They are overpriced, but isn't everything nowadays? High prices for many equal exclusivities better, even if it's not. Doing great, thanks for asking. Scent of the day, Desandra. Right now, it's my favourite of the 3 from Les Abstraits, says Carl. I bought those Celines for $220 a pop. Now they're $320, if I'm not mistaken, says Rudy. That is pretty damning, actually. That is pretty damning. You know, let's just get these a little bit closer together. How many $600 fragrances can people own? Depends how much money they've got. They're 2 ml, says Olivia. They look bigger, though. Lily says base DNA is a way to stamp a signature on the perfume. It's not a bad thing, in my opinion, if it's done not overtly. Tripler as many to make up for the pain and loneliness inside, says DJ. 11 times 2 mil. It's above the QR code on the back of the box. I need to have the back of the box. Yes, there it is, in very small writing. Good grief. That is very small writing. Guerlain's Art Materials line is garbage now. Yes, it's absolutely on its arse. Absolutely. There's a bottle of Rose Barbar on eBay for £95 at the minute. There's a Neroli Outre Noir on there as well for... Oh, God, I can't remember how much. Same price, I think. Time to start shouting out houses that have sane pricing. That shouldn't take very long, to be fair. Guerlain is just a gourmand house now. Yeah, the direction it's gone under Delphine Jelk has been absolutely shit. Guerlain is just a gourmand house now. Mind you, I haven't got my decant yet, says Cole. Rich or anyone else? Do you know of anyone selling a Dusita Oud Infinite? Benji, who used to come on here, I think he had one, but it was bloody expensive. It was on eBay. It might not be anymore. I need to find a cheap guidance from Emma Walsh for my mum's birthday. Let's have a look. Because I know Benji. No, that's not right. Where am I? Oud Infini. No. Well, there's one in Australia for £256 if you want that. It looks like Benji's is gone, which is a shame. I think he sold it, like. Let me go to my saved sellers and look for young Benji. Ali boy. Oh, this new eBay things all over the fucking shop, like. Sellos. Sorry, I do realise this is riveting content for you. Brosson, St. Ali boy. Yeah, sorry, pharmacy. Happiest taxi. There he is. Oh, he's only got 2 things left for sale. That's a shame. He's got Cologne Officinale for £109 by Healy and Behique by Renier. Extrait de parfum. So he's been selling stuff. He's got good rating as well. He's the one I bought the Vanille Van Extrait off. I don't know. I need to find cheap guidance from Arm, DJ, based where, UK. Think it disappointed me. It was 199, guessing it went. Think it disappeared even. Please help it, guy, if you do hear anything. There's one in Australia, 256 quid. Surrendered to chance. Yes, it was surrendered to chance. Richie should be absolutely ashamed of yourself for using profanity and the vulgar language. You need a good clip round the old ear, if you ask me. Fuck off. But welcome, Clive. How are you? Any thoughts on Renault Saman at Persiles? It wasn't great, was it? Toyota California. No stock on all beauty, I'm afraid, says Divine. I love PR exercise. Not a real interview, a bit of fun, not noshing off. Oh crap, I'm 5 minutes behind. Maybe you did try it. Says Rudy. Toyota California. No, I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried it. Give us a minute. Which one is it? Where is it? Oh, the California. There it is. Make sure I haven't sprayed anything there. Oh, the California. It smells like... So it's quite clean. I watched the Salmon Persiles stream and my Renault talks about the minor details of the bottom of the new bottles. And he misses the big elephant in the room, which is that amouage is now boring. Well, he made it that way, you know. Based, Clive, says Paroli. What does based mean? I see people saying that shit all the time. Paid about $115 for Chanel Le Lion. 75 mil. Don't think there are fakes out there for this, right? Says Lost Sense. Fingers crossed. Oh, the California's got this kind of squeezed kind of juice. You know, like, it's not lemon. It's kind of like an orangey sort of thing, you know? Wait, Rich, try to spray the bottle upside down. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. It's like a creamy kind of bergamot iris thing on me at the minute. It's nice, but it's extremely soft. It's extremely soft. There's a bottle for £60, a 100ml bottle on eBay for £60. New with box, Seline. So you can either have Cologne Française, Eau de Californie, Paris Saint-Germain-des-Prés, La Peau Nue, and Paris Parade. And they're all £60 on eBay. Look at that. Person has 96.7% positive feedback. Joined 2.5 years ago. Let's see all the feedback. That negative feedback from 43 negative feedbacks. Box came damaged and cologne leaked out. Why sell myself? Ad shows watching a gift box just turned up in a bag. Contacted seller but ignored. Smells nothing like the original for Sephora. Had to wrap it back. I'm so disappointed. I should have listened to my gut feel. I wasted $90, 3 bottles because I'm not going to wear them. If our product is not a satisfaction, please message us. And their English isn't great, like. This item was broken upon arrival, informed seller. All that was said was the battery can be changed, the broken mind and how it lose battery. Any problems should be resolved by communication, but no negative feedback. They say they sound absolutely hell to deal with, these. Not authentic, all smells like cheap perfume. It says made in China. I buy Burberry Black all the time, and even the salesperson at Macy's and Nordstrom said it wasn't Burberry Black, but at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, I've learned. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Those perfumes are fake. Get away from me. Nasty. You can't be having fucking 45 fucking negative feedback. That's bad. Good grief. Is Clive another Bilbo account, says Paroli? Chanel, Tom Ford, and Frederick Moore, the most faked brands. Chanel, Tom Ford. Maybe you can watch Oda Erica's review to get an idea. Apparently, they're all amazing. Says I love. I watch Oda Erica's reviews with the sound off, like everybody else. I never saw Fake Les exclusives, but that was years ago. Says Rudy. I think that's some of the easiest bottles to fake, aren't they? Because they're just easy to fake. That's very woody now. Like a green woody, slightly creamy thing. Excuse me. Dahlia says based as the atonym for cringe. Why? It's a very good price for the Leon. Truths. Based means telling the truth and being cool despite the negative consensus. A thing. Erica already has the 3 fragrances. Yeah, she reviewed them. 10 mils. Before Persiles did. That should tell you everything you need to know about Amouage now. Even though, I mean, personally, it was more of an advertisement that, whoever it was in the chat, and I don't know who it was, but whoever it was in the chat, there was somebody who is apparently Polish, and they said if this was Creed who was saying all this mad shit about, I'm paraphrasing, but if it was Creed who was saying all this mad shit about fucking putting their alcohol in fucking in what do you call it, barrels for 6 months to denature it, and then fucking putting the fucking perfumes in oak casks and shit like that. Persolaise would be laughing his arse off. And to be honest with you, that is true. That is absolutely spot on. If it was Creed doing that, Persolaise would be roaring. But it's Amouage, so he's like, oh, yes, tell me more. He's too close to Amouage. He's too close to a lot of brands. He's a friend of the brand. He's a friend of the brands, you know. Oh, the California's really nice. I don't want to pay those prices for it, though. It reminds me a little bit of Frenchy Levant. The bergamot's quite creamy. The lavender's quite creamy. I don't think there's lavender in this. I mean, there's a creaminess to it. I think Rudy said there was like a vetiver that made up the Palo Santo Accord. But I think things have changed since prices went north of $500. Obscene. Obscene. Persolaise 100% has full bottles of new ones, but didn't show them because he knew how it would get pointed out, says Deja. Yeah, her favourite dish is salmon, says throw out. It's good in heat. He would dedicate the stream to them soon, I assume. Very soft, which is why I love it. It is very soft. Les exclusives bore me, honestly. The style is not for me. I've got 2 of them. 3 if you include my vintage Creator Russi. Apparently Erica was invited to a promotional event. Yes, she's got a contact because of Raphael, and all that kind of group. She's like friends with Demi and Curly and all that kind of, you know, the incestuous kind of circle jerk of influencers who are just doing it for money. I'm kind of reticent to say that about Demi because I genuinely think Demi's got a good nose. I actually think Demi knows what she's talking about, which is it's good and bad because she has a good nose. She knows what she's talking about. She's not stupid. And yet she still does all that promotional bullshit. You know? She could have used her powers for good. The other ones I just think are charlatans. You know? Total charlatans. Erica's in it for the fucking Erica's in it for the fame, for the clout. She's always been in anything she's ever done for clout, you know. She's in a relationship with Raphael so that she can use his contacts because he's like in with Amouage. He's like the manager of a boutique or some shit, you know. And it's just all bollocks. It's just a total circle jerk. So I call it incestuous because that's what it is. And sadly, I actually think Persolaise is part of that. He's just part of a different part of it, you know. And they like to think they're a little bit better than that, but there's quite a few. I found this podcast through someone called On the Scent, and they're a bit in the person, you know, like quote unquote fragrance journalists. It's bullshit. It's not fragrance journalism. You're being invited to fucking meet brand owners and they're giving you free shit and they're taking you places and they're buying you things and the fucking hospitality sort of thing. It's exactly the same as fucking politicians. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't. With politics, it's obviously much more serious, you know. But there you go. Didn't he have a bottle of King Blue just sat there in the stream? That stuff is very expensive. Who, Ryan? I went looking but couldn't find if you've smoked it on Cardinal Flower, says Landon Hoffman. Welcome, Landon Hoffman. I haven't. I haven't spoken on Cardinal Flower on a video But it's not my type of fragrance at all. It's not my type of fragrance whatsoever. You know. Good grief, let's just say that I prefer to try them by myself, says Zhao. Yes, I prefer to try them by myself. I like to get my own nose on them. I will always tell you to smell shit yourself. People are like, is it worth paying this for this perfume? Is it worth paying X for that perfume? Honestly, I cannot and I will not make that decision for people. Stop trying to fucking get other people to take responsibility for your financial choices. You know what I mean? Jesus. And then, to be fair to people like fucking Erica and Curly and fucking all the other, like the men as well. I'm naming the women in the chalk and that actually. Should be naming the men because the men are just as bad, if not fucking worse, right? And they are like, yeah, you can buy this, yeah, it's really good, I really like it. Or they're a little bit more crafty than that. And it's like, no, you really need to be smelling this. You know, you really need to be smelling this. The whole blind buy worthy thing. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's a huge red flag. 96.7% is horrible. It's more. 96.7% is horrible. But say if that was like you had like 20 sales and one person had said something that the bottle was, the bottle had broke in transit. That's not exactly the seller's fault, but you get some angry people. 96.7% when you've got 900 sales, right? And it's like 50 people have said something very similar to each other, right? And they're getting the same response every time. Like, oh, you should have contacted us instead of leaving negative feedback, That's a pretty damning indictment. Rudy says, you can trust Erica's opinion. You can trust it, but it's not that you can necessarily... You can trust it to be a certain way, on a certain day. You can trust Erica to say certain things. Oh my God, I'm so behind in the chat. Well, he's been compromised for a while now. Yes. Welcome, Sweet Milk. You have deleted your comment. Is Mr. P compromised? Yes. I think he is, actually. Bottles are easy to fake, but the fragrance Tom Ford are probably easy to replicate. Yes, of course. What else can a full review after smelling them once? She's a prodigy, says I love, yes. Pervert. What didn't Jura like about Black Lacquer? He thinks it's cheap and got an amberwood in it. Welcome, Palmer. I mean, Chanel's aiming for that style, though. It's the high-class, upper-class ladies who get the direction, of course. Leon is an anomaly, though, in amongst the rest. Bought Santal 33 for a very small seller, but he said 100% feedback and everything checked out. Went well. Spaced out, you are correct and should keep saying it. Point to me, I'm talking about my experience. You bore me. A portrait of a lady has AB7 as a batch code. Rich, you reckon that's legit? I mean, I, off the top of my head, I have no idea, mate. I always thought 2 letters and a number was dodgy. I have no idea. Of course, what else can a full review after smelling? I always saw fake. Leon's bottles are easy to fake. Possible don't come after Persa chat. Somebody, I think it was Dropout called them PR Solays, and that is brilliant actually. But Renault was showing the bottom of the bottles, the way the writing was placed. It was so obsessing over the minutiae. You put the alcohol in these things called barrels. It's a very futuristic process, this trip there. He's been compromised for a while now. I'm sorry, Siskel. The Celine's are wannabe perfumes, it's obvious. Wait there. Olivia Clement says there is a molecule in the wood that react with alcohol, I think, because even in the stainless steel barrels, some winemakers add wood cubes. Yeah, no, but the kind of the point isn't that they're doing it. It's that if Creed were doing it, Persleys would roll his eyes. And that is true. That is true. Absolutely. I totally understood that when the guy said that. I'm assuming it was a guy. If this was Creed, you'd be going mad. And he was right. Euro Perfumes connection, networking some questions as opposed to Renault, though we're pushy and honest. He didn't just sit there and jerk Mr. Fishman for 90 minutes. No, I'm not saying that he did. He did kind of ask a little bit, like, because I didn't watch all of it. I watched bits of it. I watched the Les Indomptables one because I went back and watched that. I was eating at the time, so obviously I wasn't paying full attention. But so I went back and watched that, and I thought that was some parts of that were not easy to watch. And then the Renault Saman one, I didn't really have that much interest. I've never been a massive fan of Amouage, even when Chong was there. Not a massive fan of Amouage anyway, but the problem is that people have a right to ask these questions because he's got a relationship with them, you know? And yes, he's divulged it, but the problem with that is that... And he calls these full bottle samples. I'm not a chemist or a perfumer, but I don't understand how adding sandalwood chips to a macerating perfume will be anything different than adding a small amount of sandalwood oil, says EC. Yeah. Euro Perfumes has polluted the space for many years now. Says time to musk up. I like them and I don't wear them. I'm always a shite too, says I'm kind of with Rudy there. I think Amouage isn't great. Like, welcome welcome Greggy boy. How are you, mate? Pursley is the Canada PM of perfume. Trudeau doing great. Sweet Milk has deleted another message. I know. He burns the forest down when he makes an appearance to Sweet Milk. Comes in, does stuff, disappears, takes everything with him. Scent of the night is Creed Centaurus. How do you find it in a slab? I thought they were basic. I thought they smelled like Parfum de Marly. Lily says, Rich made me buy a Xerjoff. Only because I wanted to make a fool of you. And Ashton is doing just a Walter White, telling himself he just needs just the right money to leave behind to his family when he's gone. It's rough. It's not great. He's dropped all pretense. I'm just going through the stages of grief with Ashton. I still love Ashton's other stuff. Where he outed Scentbird is an absolute Fragcom classic. That video is absolutely heroic. That is the type of shit I love about Ashton, and I will always love about Ashton. That was great, but his stuff's now just yikes. Every time he posts in his community section about, tell me a fragrance which gets you compliments. Tell me a fragrance that you wear on a date night. Tell me a fragrance that you love wearing in autumn. Every single time he posts one of them, I simply put Pavarotti. Because I know he's got a bottle of Pavarotti and I know he loves it. And he's never mentioned it. And I would like to hear about it. The supposedly Doctor Who releases 2 videos a day. Oh, God! He's absolutely one of the very worst. He is awful. Omar, if that's his real name. Black Friday is a fraud, says Dropout. I'm looking to buy a TV and a PlayStation on Black Friday. I'm going without birthday presents for this. I hope it works. Scent of the day is Zegna Intenso, discontinued now. Love it for a cheater who does that crappy musk dry down that smells like new tyres. Oh no. Xiao says, I'm interested in having the extras of Interlude, Reflection and Jubilation. I will be done with Amouage. Unless those 3 new fragrances are something groundbreaking, they are not. I have heard from someone who has smelled them that they are actually really not good. I do not wish to name the person in case they turn out to be good, but the A word was used. Amber wood. The AW word. Also, I found this yesterday. Interlude Black Iris. Let's have a smell. Let's have a smell. Big fat sample. I'm a fan. Let's have a whiff. That's 2 sprays. I'm not sure I should have done that. Got a little bit of Tuscan leather about it in the opening. A fruity kind of leathery number. Ooh. Ooh. When I say the opening, I mean like the first second. Wow, I was never a fan. I was never a fan of any of these. I got Jubilation 25 because I think it's one of the scents of the century. And I got a bottle of Dear Man because I got a really good price on it, and it was made in Oman, and it's really, really nice, but it's so soft. It's so soft. It's limp. Soft to the point of being limp, you know? Friends, it's that time of the stream again. If you would like to like the stream, I will be your friend forever. I'm going to sample the rest of Darren Allen perfume, says Pat. This month, he released an incense fragrance for October, as well as an incense he collabed with the Scent Devil. Can't wait to try. Nice. Derek becoming an artistic director. It's about fucking time. It's about fucking time, damn it. You're so fucking behind. Your ma's behind. I trust Derek in case of a car accident. On another note, I'm very curious to explore more Parfum d'Empire, especially most Tonkin, Ruard and Tobacco. EC says her tits aren't that big. No, they're just great. They're just great, to be fair. If he has to dehydrate now, it's over. He won't catch up and ignore all our comments, says Lily. Apparently it's a French combination of Persian, Polish, as Purcell is. It's Stanchik, actually, that I'm interested in. I do wonder who it was. Somebody put in the Discord, is this somebody from here? And I was like, is it? Everyone was accusing Bilbo, but I don't think it's Bilbo's style. Bilbo went on that fucking Joe Sent Me. Did anybody see Fliss leaving comments on Joe Sent Me's latest video when he was talking about Aventus Absolute, the fucking triple-aged one? And she was like, oh my goodness. She was taking the piss, by the way. She was being facetious, sarcastic. She was like, oh my goodness. Could you tell me more about this? Do you think other brands will take it on? And he didn't click because he's a bit fucking slow, I think, if you want the truth. Fucking Jura Rose came in and thought she was being serious, and he was like, no, this is ridiculous. Stop that. What was I saying? Somebody else made a dick of themselves on Instagram the other day. I don't even have these things, and people send us fucking updates on it. It's madness. Oh, on the Discord. Yes, somebody blamed Bilbo. But it wasn't Bilbo. I don't think it was Bilbo. Bilbo went on that fucking post and he was like, I've been macerating in my own urine for 5 days. That's Bilbo. Bilbo's not the type of person to go into a stream and start making good points. Rich, did you like Eclat de Fumée of Serge Lutens? Not really. If I'm being honest, no. I'll go with Chuckler's answer. A type of mayonnaise. You have to check out Parfum d'Empire's latest release, Zhao. One of the best of the year for sure, says Carl. Seldomly often, welcome. Not sure what has been said, but I want to put some gasoline on the flames. I ordered Reasons, and it's on the way. All eyes on Seldomly often. Will you be doing an unboxing? Will you be doing an unboxing? Will you be doing a first impressions? Will you be telling us? I'll put the link to Seldomly often's channel in the chat. Give me a second. I've been watching Seldomly Often quite a lot, which is ironic, really, because he's called Seldomly Often. But I haven't been watching Seldomly Often. I've been watching quite a lot, you know. Give me a second. So there in the chat, for all the people who are actually anywhere near the fucking beginning, or the end even. Okay, Carla wouldn't be surprised if it ended up more popular than Leclerc. Somebody said that PR Soleils, I am not so creative, says Dropout. Oh, okay. PR Soleils. PR Soleils is devastating, by the way. It's absolutely brilliant. Just honouring my chaotic neutral alignment, says Seldomly Often. Next obvious step is to bring Renault, Remy, Valerie to the Persolaise terroir and to make a barrel-aged sandal chip infused vanilla van. Oh, God. Do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is? You can just hear it fucking happening. Oh, God. That's a little bit too real, that, isn't it? Get out of my spine. That has made me cringe. Just honouring my... I'm sure you had your reasons. Centaurus smells like Boundless Clive Christian's E, in my opinion. I think it's got a bit of a Parfum de Marly vibe. I don't know if it smells like any particular one, but it smells in that vibe. You know, Creed's completely abandoned what made them famous. Completely abandoned it. No pretense. You know how the Creed DNA, the musk, sandalwood, ambergris thing, gone. It is gone and it is never coming back. Absolutely bonkers. What is the latest Parfum d'Empire release called? Une Belle Amour. If anybody finds a bottle of Reward, please let us know. We have people looking to buy one. Oh, you just piqued my interest on their latest fragrances, Scented Moments. Une Belle something. I will give them a try this weekend. Zhao, are you doing a paddock reveal? Are you doing a paddock first impressions for us? Not bad, but no point buying over Boundless Manhattan, etc., says Divine. Our resident modern niche expert is Divine. Like, that is not my forte. I don't want to say forte because it reminds us of Max Forte, and I just don't want to invoke that demon, you know. But I don't hate that Amouage interlude fucking Black Iris. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I'm not going to buy it. Something a little bit tart about it. Something a little bit fruity. Ashton does empty calorie vids. That's a good way of putting it, actually. Black Lacquer remind me of John Vivanos, Dark Rebel. Yes, Lily, it's been said it's a perfume mayonnaise. Not sure if it's true or not. I heard that perfume brand released a perfume. Hellman's. Was it Hellman's? I think it was. Delphinus seems to have good quality ingredients to me, says EC. Community section is engagement based. Ashton was a bit scared when Eugene was unboxing a perfume with a telephone in a hotel. Considerably larger than Ashton, though, you know. If I was Ashton, I'd be fearing if like there was like a 6'4" Eugene in there, you know, unboxing shit with a telephone. I realise the absurdity of marketing behind the new releases, but I'm no hater, no elitist, and I want to give the benefit of the doubt. That will last for a certain amount of time until that hope is crushed from your very soul by Fragcom. Fear not. I don't like it, so be it. I'll survive and move on. Thoughts on that wanker Cubano's? I actually think Cubano's more self-aware. He doesn't pretend to be a serious Fragcom sort of person. I've got respect for Cubano, actually. Sorry to let you down. I think Cubano's an alright bloke, like. Oh, Ashton's just released another video. Fake versus real YSL Le Parfum. Know the difference. Fair play. That's like a PSA, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's a PSA. He is helping the people. You know, the people who need it most. The type of people who would buy YSL Le Parfum. Oh, bad. A woman gave me a sample. She just got a hold of us the other day in the department store. She was like, "Smell this." I was like, "Oh, all right." And I dropped it, and then I thought, "Do I just leave it?" But I was like too close to her to do that, so I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh God!" It was the new Parfum of Myself, which is an awful perfume in the beginning, anyway. Woeful. Epic 56 is the best Amouage from the extras, says Ryan. It's like, oh, Black Iris isn't that loud, but it's not that interesting either. Interlude Black Iris is the only one I want. Ryan, one of my favourite discoveries this year. What a fragrance that is. I think Interlude By is nice. 90 speed reading vibes goes along with erasable pens, says Empty Sense. Amberwood barrels. Who wants to smell like you got stuck in a chimney, says Rudy. Yes. You need a bottle of Enclave. It's got a touch. It's definitely got a touch of Tuscan leather, this. There's something about this that's got Tuscan leather in it. Interlude Man is starchy IBQ. I'm just making fun here, says I love. Being a huge Amouage fan, I have no doubt I will end up with at least one of the new releases, if not all three of them. Probably my favourite, Rose Gel, such an oily liquid. I'll tell you what it is about this batch fucking talk, right? They've seen the shit that goes on fucking Facebook with people like that fucking Robbie Swan or Robbie Swin, whoever he is. He's left a few comments on my fucking channel where he's been made a complete mug of because he said something stupid, right? He was like, I set up one of the largest fragrance groups on Facebook and I'm friends with the fucking... the head of fucking Parfums Vintage because my Facebook group was dedicated to fucking Aventus and all the different batches. I was like, mate, you've just made an absolute freak of yourself, all right? That is definitely not the flex that you think it is, right? You have just made an absolute twat of yourself. Who the fuck would go around admitting that kind of shit in broad fucking daylight? Again, I am surrounded by the kings of cringe, you know? The sultans of cringe. We should write a song. Get Joey Cannoli on it. Fuck me dead. I cannot be dealing with these people. Fucking, that's what the brands have seen. They've seen the fucking furore and the fucking hype and the madness of the aftermarket eventist thing, and they've thought to themselves, right, they've done what Rolex have done, they've done what car companies have done, and they're trying to control the secondary market as well, the aftermarket. And they're saying, this is a certain batch of this is a certain batch of that, this one's a little bit smokier, this one's a little bit more rosy, this one's got a little bit more fruit in it. Bullshit. Fuck off. To me, that indicates one of two things. One, it's incompetence. They cannot control the quality of that product. Two, they're lying. And the lying, Creed was lying because he was actively fucking tinkering with the formula of Aventus when it became a massive seller and making it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, so that the fucking the bandwidth of the fucking profit margin got bigger and bigger and made it a more attractive proposition to sell the brand. And he got $1 billion. Who says cheaters never prosper? Probably my favourite rose. Good pace on this live stream. Entertaining, says Jason. Thank you. Ashton and Jeremy have gone cuckoo over making dollar. Honestly, money just fucks everything. I'm at the stage of my life, I realise money's important, right? But one, it can't make you happy, right? And two, right? I remember the Kanye West lyric, actually. Having money isn't everything, but not having money is. And mental. I love you all, guys. Love Rich, love Ram, love Rose, but I see a little too much insecure dick sucking around here. I'm just trying to promote a fun time, say seldomly often. What do you mean dick sucking? Enclave with that amber extreme as the base is awful. So chemical smelling, it takes 3 to 4 washes to get rid of the smell. Jeremy is the #1 fragrance icon that follows the teachings of Jesus. He is the saviour of Fragcom, says Ryan. And again, I mean this in an ironic, loving way. Okay. First, Fliss perfectly demonstrating how to use the bite model when dealing with Amawaj cultists. It always is. It's always Bulbo. I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad point, that. Interlude Black Iris is good. Strong, but at the same time sensitive. I'm getting Tuscan leather from it. I'm getting like barbecue from it. Barbecue before you put any of the meat on it. Interlude Black Iris, mad powdery and slight hamster wood smelling to me. I'm going to grab some Ben Simon Retro when in Brussels because Sebastian put me onto it. Cool story, bro, says Jason. Bilbo is a very kind-hearted little fella. He is a little fella, to be fair. Bilbo keeps the drama section in Discord alive. Keeps creating drama. I hope they're way more forward out there for the Balenciaga Pour Homme for men, so one day I grab a bottle. It's also expensive. I hope there are way more bottles out there for Balenciaga Pour Homme for men, so one day I grab a bottle. It's also expensive, says Fragrance Collect. It certainly is. I'm glad I got mine when I did. Yes, Rich, I'll unbox it on camera and be super straightforward and honest. Seldomly what? Often what? Buys good fragrance, eats a peach. Any other good scent-related podcast other than Les Odorants, guys and girls? Everything is extra, limited edition, €500 exclusive these days. Yes, that's right. Going for the whole, what's it called? What is it called? FOMO. And that's a review that I will see, says Joe. Subscribed. Will someday Persolaise make a perfume? I'm curious about what that will smell like. That'd be interesting. Brands making everything extra because the unwashed thing, higher concentration equals better. I do like Persolaise though, says Ryan. Someone mentioned Prince perfume Nimita earlier. I'm curious about it since people say it smells like vintage Derby, which I won't believe until I smell it. Nimita smells like Cuir de Russie on steroids, if I recall. I think that's the Prin one. Don't want to evoke that demon. Yes. High pitch, rich. At the end of the day, I will certainly review Paddock. Divine, have you watched Booker Zelen? On my bar list, never forgot Max Persolaise. Oh, Max 40 and Persolaise is Max 40 and Persolaise is I don't understand how people can wear interlude and not want to jump off a bridge at the end of the day when it's still pushing within a 20-metre radius. PR, so this Hellman's is a Mayo brand. It all comes back to Persolace, says floral notes. Zhao will make sure paddock prices rise across the €500 mark, says Pradeep. Rich Mitch, I'm ready to be crushed, says seldomly often. Screw $7 brand Mayo. Eugene trying to get a hold of Pierre Baudin. I think Pierre is past his prime, though. I mean, he's retired, isn't he? Not that he's past his prime, he's not even playing the game anymore. How do people enjoy a fragrance that lasts 20 hours on skin? It gets annoying. Interlude is not subtle. I find the 53 less shouty. Thumbnail for paddock review, best of 2024. Oh God. Zhao, mouth open, surprised in the thumbnail. You can get this paddock as thumbnail. If you love fragrance and want to sell it, wouldn't it be better to do a YouTube channel than work a fragrance counter? I appreciate all aspects, I just don't like the lies about panty droppers. I mean, it is absolute bollocks. The amount of bollocks that goes on when people talk about fragrance is mental. Like, I was sent a video by somebody else I've never heard of before, but apparently used to have a massive channel. And now but it got taken down for some reason, and then now he's reviewing like fragrances with his wife. And he was talking about the state of fragrance community. Oh God, what are you doing here? It's a spider on the roof. I will ignore you. Anyway, this is a cringe stream, says Lily. You're cringe. And he was just talking about the amount of bullshit and fucking, like, outrageous fucking, like, back scratching that goes on and ball washing in the fragrance fucking YouTube space. It's awful. That's why I'm not getting involved in fucking, what's it called either? Instagram and all that shit. I had somebody asking us to get an Instagram today, and I was like, fuck off. 20 hours on skin might be toxic and possible caustic and may even be pyrophoric. I do understand people having a ventus as a hobby. It's embarrassing. Oh, God. Salome often says the batch stuff is complete horseshit, such an inflated fake premium fact. That's exactly what it is. It's total bullshit. The batch stuff, cringe meisters, yes. Ventus batch wankers would be the village madman in an African village, says DJ. I think Emma was just trying to do that perfume as batch, lol. There'll be 1K. Yep, it's not Creed that talks about batch variations, it's the buyers. They've started talking about batch variations, though. They've adopted it as a selling point, mate. I'm telling you. I heard them doing it the other day. My rageometer is almost at ready for workday level. Probably that's why I bought an early bottle. If terrible as you find a wanker to overpay for it, says selling me over. One man's cringe is another's based. I still don't understand. Sultans of cringe. Yes, I like that actually. I was quite pleased with that. One man's red pilled is another man's blue pilled. That's a way of saying it. Hello, Goat. Did you hear me call you the Goat in me and Future's latest video? No, I got about 5 minutes into it and I had to abandon it because what happened? I was rudely interrupted, mate. I was rudely interrupted. But yes, I intend to go back to it. It is in my continue watching box on YouTube on my homepage. Has anybody seen that? There's like a watch again, and then there's a watch again, and then there is a continue watching, and yours is in my continue watching. Product says, if I publish a book, can I get free bottles too? Yes. Rich is 10 years behind the chat. I'm going to be selling my Balenciaga Paul Homan Koros, says Rudy. Rudy's looking to retire. Rudy's looking to be able to just retire on the back of them. Joe Privé extras are horrible. Oh, I got a WhatsApp off the head saleswoman, the manager of the Dior boutique. Right, let's have a look. I'll read it to you. All right, hold on. Where is it? Oh, God, the amount of WhatsApps I've got. Everybody wants to talk to us when I'm doing a video, but never when I'm not. Okay. Hello, I am okay. She was like, hi, Richard. Have you tried on your Esprit de Parfum? Hello, I am okay. How are you? I have tried them. What's your feedback? I would love to know what you think. Thank you. I wasn't really impressed, to be honest. There were a lot of money for perfumes that smell like lots of other things. I haven't been impressed by anything Coeur de Jean has done for Dior so far. The re-release of the original trio, Bois d'Argent, Eau Noire, and Cologne Blanche was a disaster. I can barely smell Bois d'Argent anymore. It's so weak. The reply. Oh, thank you so much, Richard. I appreciate your feedback. However, if you wish to have this entire collection, I could give you a special price today. Fuck off. That is outrageous behavior. You scandalous woman. I couldn't believe it. I was impressed by the sheer front of it. What is going on? Vintage Derby is so good, says Nick. Boot sounds like a German car parts manufacturer. Carl, I'm going to let it go. It's basically what I paid, not certain how much, but I got them for a decent price. What it do, Rudy says. Fragrance Journey. CG Sense, I believe it. Oh, CG Sense, I believe. Didn't catch the name. Didn't catch the name of the channel, but I know what he looks like. He's got like brown, blonde hair. If Centaurus smelled like parfum tomorrow, the only one in that realm is Herod, which is basically a mildly improved tobacco vanille. I don't think it smelled like Herod since it uses prominent sweet spices. Is Duck fast forwarded? I'm getting dizzy, says Mishra. Welcome, Mishra. Laura G is here. Wondered why you weren't replying to my content on WhatsApp. Came to find you here instead. And I am here. Welcome, Laura G. The day has come, Mishra. Too many in the chat to keep up with, says Tripler. Hey, Jenny, how are you doing? And the fame. I always scream so that Dropout can address the insects in the room. We are blessed and hope for the same for you. He's been trying to catch up in the chat for the past hour. He hasn't even been able to dehydrate. No, I am absolutely bursting at the minute, but I can't afford to not keep going. Soon, Portrait of a Lady, must rather your extra, I guess, which will end my love of FM. Oh. By the time Richard's up to date with the chat, Derby will be re-released and then discontinued again. You know? Aha. So we can say things about him he won't read, says Laura. No, you can't. Richard's still behind in the chat. It's Tuesday where he is. When is the retirement age for Fragcom? I mean, let's be honest, most of the people in Fragcom should probably give up the ghost as it stands. Like, I'm asking for dropouts, says Christina. It seems like Rich had the Advantage Night shills going after. Watch out there, Rich. They're going to tell the old juice is magical when literally the old juice is dry. It's just birch with a normal dry down, says Fragrance Collector. Bring them on. I'll fucking embarrass them like I embarrassed the leader of them. Bring them on. Fuck them all. Absolute lunatics. I told him not to fucking bother. The first time I was like, because he deleted his comment. He shit himself and deleted his comment. And the second time he came, I was like, do you really want to start this again? And then I think he deleted his comment again. Delusion. When real life comes knocking on the door, it's very hard to keep up that fucking facade. I simply cannot imagine Frederick Mall releasing extras. If it happens, it's the end. It's already over, I think. Retirement for Fragcom is never, apparently. Look at Al Manzano. He should be in a fucking home. He will when he reads the comment that I came to find him here, as he didn't reply to my WhatsApps. They are shit, says Mitch. Dior Esprits, they are shite. Retire? Never. Don't want a cake, I want paddock. You get a paddock cake, she must have a commission target. I know that counter, do you know the Dior counter in Harrods Boutique, in Harrods Beauty, there's a Dior counter, it costs more than the UK average house price to put in. It's well over £250,000 apparently. I have not tried Boko Zelen, whoever that is in the chat. Rich does some of the best impressions. Any chance we can get an Eric on tonight? Maybe. I might bless you with one. That was me, Devon. I'm just writing the sense to bulk out the chat, like the stream well deserved. Bulk. Justice for Eric, says Christina, whoever she is. He should be in a padded cell. No way, how can it be that expensive? The Parisienne line was $394 last year. Why is Derby more expensive? I wanted to go to the Champs-Élysées boutique to finally smell it. Man, I need a bottle of Oud Wood. That's a classic. Seriously, Sandra B, don't worry about Derby. How's Oud Wood parfum? You sound like you're in fast forward. I had to check. I didn't have you on 1.5 and I'm caught up with the chat. I'm going to dehydrate lest I explode. Thank you and goodbye. I'll be back. Please like the stream while I'm away. Yeah, buddy. Aguero, yes. Oh God, I'm back. How are you? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. Alright, let's see what is going on. We lost 10 people while I was away. Let's have a look. Runs to the bathroom like Benny Hill. Let's chat. Let's do lots of chatting just to annoy him, says Laura G. That's not very nice. That's very not nice. Black tie's alright. It's the only one I think I would it's the only one I think I would buy actually. Rich will pass out in the bathroom, best way. I don't think he's ever sounded so happy. I'll test it when he ran around, not a long pipe for occasions like this. As the bathroom, please take it's time to settle down with your favourite snack. And you even need a drink after this. Rich, is this the longest Irish word? The dehydration is my favourite part. Rich does have a long pipe for dehydration. Yeah, I decided to have a bath snack this evening. Brought some sweets with me. Interesting. Do you have a cat with you, though? Usually have a cat when you go in the bathroom because they do not like being left outside. Eugene, I have a YouTube channel where I review fragrances. Would love to try out your stuff for free. I do wish we had interlude music, though, says... interlude music, that would be an interesting flanker. Richard's #1 streamer at the minute, period, says Turn and Dropout. When you say special for you mean it's only available in Champs-Élysées? That's you told. Bilbo. I wonder what Lily said. It's no use, Bilbo. I've been trying to get him to send stuff for ages. Eugene, you Jim. Honey and Clams. There's a song to sing together. Mayo on pizza. That'll be a long one. Oh, he got injured. Quite like garlic mayonnaise with my pizza on his way from P. Those 10 people went for snacks and will return with 20. You're now behind. I'm sure Amma Wash will release it soon. Okay, unique taste there, mayo with French fries too. Black tie is great, says Eugene. Do you not think it smells too much like that? Because do you know that the black stem is supposed to be a black tie? The silver stem was supposed to be a dipstick on a car, right? And the black stem was supposed to be a black tie. Wouldn't be surprised if the new Seline creative director discontinued the whole line. I don't know what Lily's just said. I think she's singing the tune Rawhide. Rawhide. Amsterdam vibes. Folding socks, and I always seem to lose one. What the fuck? Just absolutely bonkers where these socks disappear to. There's obviously, like, I think it's proof of other dimensions, personally. I like malt vinegar on French fries, and that makes the fries soggy. My cat suddenly materialises out of nowhere as soon as I'm in the bathroom. Yeah! Sitting outside and going, meow. And you're like, what the fuck? It's even worse when you haven't got a cat, and there's a cat outside the bathroom going, meow. And you're like, whoa. Who are you? Get out. It's a pant leg musk update. I had pepperoni, spicy beef, done. I'm eating sweet corn pizza last night. It was nice. You can get a garlic bread wax melt. Imagine pizza with garlic dip perfume. It'll be done. Look at Demeter. Demeter Perfumes actually did a pizza smelling perfume. The entire line smells like Dior Homme, says Pradeep. I think night clubbing is actually a bit of a letdown, like. In Thailand, your home gave me my cat's fight at the bathroom door if it is closed. Do much meow, separation anxiety. Very different than your home. I bought some Monster Munch pickled onion mayo this week. Wow! Those pickled onion Monster Munch are so potent. They're incredibly potent. Like wow, I can feel it now. Just mentioning it, just the sheer mention of it. So my face is like my shoulders trying to eat my neck. Blah, blah, blah. What is going on? Joe Homme and Black Tie, both directed by Hedy Slimane. Yes. Valentino Uomo smells like Dior Homme. A bit, yes. I've got the Valentino Uomo. Read Faster Duck. Mitchell likes it when I read fast. Losing socks is not proof of other dimensions unless we suddenly found a single sock we had no idea where it came from. That's happened to me before as well. I know. That's happened to me before as well. EC says, Santa of the Day's girl on Vetiver. I like it, but not as much as yesterday's Boada turkey. I'm intending to wear Boada turkey at some point. You can try the mayo if you come round, says Laura Jane. That was round yesterday. Burger King has a Whopper perfume, if I recall. Auntie Anne's has a pretzel one. I like how the Disco Crisp cut the root of my mouth. Ooh. I want to see that cat so bad. His eyes are so cute, says Slam Gaming. He is a good buy. Yes, Laura G. If you find Laura G's channel, she used to post content, cat content, but then she stopped. Tortilla chips are lethal, DJ. You live far away from Mexico. Aloha. Welcome, Scott Bear. Tobacco Rouge, first time I wear, reminding me of Shuggy. How do you like Tobacco Rouge? I really like Tobacco Rouge. I like it a lot more than Tobacco Vanille. It's so much. It's got that dankness. It's got a really dank vibe to it. Really good. Oh man, if Hetty goes to Chanel, he's going to be fuming with how he sizes his clothes. He's a boy. I'd like a content maker, says Laura G. Baymax is the content provider. The Cat and Bird's Eye frag is supposed to be quite nice. I got an offer. I'm watching it on eBay, and I got an offer on it the other day. But they want something like close to 100 quid for it, and I was like, no, it's a novelty perfume. I'm not paying that. Get away from me. I also have a white girl cat. Her name is Marie Gold. She is sleeping with me. Deb's review of Iris Blue Grey was really good. Yes, it was. It was. Laura G in that case is still being in, not very much. The cats formed a union and did a shutdown plus strikes, says Empty Sense. The Indian Chanel CEO will whack Hades' ass. She's a bigger douche, says Brody. Really hates her, don't you, Brody? You really do not like the lady who's in charge of Chanel. Mitch, how do you like Baccarat Rouge 540? No, not for me. Not for me. Not a big fan at all. It's somehow it pulls off the trick of being soft but sharp. Do you know what I mean? Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. I wish I could share his photos here. I think everyone would like his worming face medicine. His worming medicine face. Can you share the photo? I will. I'll get to the end of the chat. Really enjoying Tobacco Rouge. The cinnamon and hay notes are really well done. It's definitely overpriced. Send gothic perfume recommendations my way, please. I want to smell like dead chic. Encre Noir, Eau Noir, Bellamy, Vintage. What else is there? There'll be a few Serge Lutons. I can't remember one. I can barely smell Baccarat Rouge 540. It's like empty volume. Yeah. There's a lot of that, actually. It's very strange how it works, you know. Baccarat Rouge 540 is my favourite. I like to layer it with a Ventus DNA, says Slam Gaming. Here comes all the Baccarat Rouge haters. I don't like it either. Is it too fruity or trash? And trash for you, Mitch? It's too sweet. Smells like cotton candy. Earthy Gothic scents can't go wrong with Encre Noir or Comme des Garçons Black. Yes, most Comme des Garçons stuff, to be fair. It's that one that smells like ink. Encre Noir. Encre Noir. Noir de Noir. And also Penhaligon's Roses. Noir de Noir, yes, because it's like chocolate and roses. Also, apparently, dead bodies smell like Parma violets. Ew. No, I think that's wishful thinking. They smell like cadaverine. There is a fragrance ingredient called cadaverine, and it's the same molecule that is produced by decomposing bodies. So that's why it's called cadaverine. This Amber Wash is absolutely heinous now. It's awful. You deserve excommunication for that comment spaced out. Patchouli 24 smells like dead bodies. Let's talk about Herba Pura. It's shite. All the Zerjoffs are shite. Never heard of it. Vintage Equipage smells like death. Patchouli 24 smells like campfire and slight vanilla. I don't hate any fragrance. All are good, says Slam Gaming. Are you Erica in disguise? There's Ink and Mortal Skin by Stefan Umberlucar. Everywhere you go, everyone is wearing either Baccarat Rouge 540 or a dupe of it. Highly annoying and sickly now. Yes, the Aventus thing's kind of died off as well. It's seeped out into the cultural consciousness, and it's become one of those perfumes a bit like Le Male, where everyone's just being like, oh, God, right, the time of this is over, you know. Frags that smell like embalming fluid. Sure, someone will do something like that. It makes me laugh that people think that Baccarat Rouge 540 is a dupe of it. Oh, sorry. I was literally in the middle of reading out that comment and it got taken away. Current fragrance, Sandra B. What do they wear? Is it below their status? Baccarat Rouge 540 smells like the inner bowels of a cadaver that died eating frosting straight out of the paper. Man, Stefan Umberlucar sold out so hard as a brand. Herba Pura smells like a McFlurry with Flute's top 5 worst fragrances of all time. It's such a bad fragrance, and it says so much about the casuals that they love it. You know what I mean? Patchouli 24 is a barbecue sauce opening. Absolutely it does. It's so rough. I cannot smell it. It's really bad. I really don't like those little labels. The tea one's all right, but it smells like Gucci Pour Homme 2. First time I smelled Patchouli 24, I got packaged salami snacks I ate as a kid. I really like it now, though, says Perfume Pappy. Goodness me. It's when you get those kind of outrageous... when you get those kind of outrageous memories come up, and as soon as you associate fragrance with that, it's very difficult for me. It's very difficult for me. Sandra keeps deleting her comments. Oh, what was that? Something made a noise over there. I hate jasmine notes, says Slam Gaming. I'm not a big fan of jasmine. Thanks for all the recommendations, says Lily. Herba Pura is all the rage in Portugal. They won't shut up about it, says Eugene. Patchouli 24 is the only Labo I own. Really good. They do a lavender one, which is quite nice, but there's no fucking way in fucking... absolutely no way, right, that I would ever buy the lavender Le Labo because it smells almost identical to Lavande by L'Occitane, which you can get 300 mils for 60 quid. Why all the synthetic floral notes smell so bad? Fuck knows, but you can expect to smell more of them because they're banning a shit ton of materials. They're banning a shit ton of materials. That's what the new recommendations are from the EU. You know? So, a couple of perfumers have said if they go through, then it's the end of perfume. Lily Explosive by Aigner. Etienne Aigner. Oh, tea of the day, says Scott Bear. Barry's Gold with lemon and honey, refreshing and hydrating, would make a good fragrance too. Tea's become quite a popular note now, hasn't it? You know? With some fruity sweetness, Eugene says, Zhao. Gothic, dark, and seductive and moody. Why are all the synthetic floral notes so bad? Floral notes is terrible. Why are we following the EU? Because all the fragrances are made in the EU. That's why. And they are regulating the business out of business, essentially. Love the brand, but still need to explore it more. Sandra B is deleting her comments at a furious pace. It's outrageous. Slutty Jasmine is good, says Eugene. Hermes best designer at the minute, says Pradeep. Not if you've smelled Berenia, it's not. Tam Dao plus Dunhill icon, godly uplifting perfume, says Slim. Where's my fucking Tam Dao? I don't know where I've put it. It's out there somewhere. I was looking for it the other day. I thought, I fancy wearing Tam Dao. I was like, where is it? Can't find it. I had a good look for it. Ended up wearing something else. Shocking. RN says here they don't wear perfume anymore. Where are the slutty jasmines? Absolutely digging a sample of Cedros Sambac lately too. They've got the Hermes Essence in my local department store now, so I can go in and sniff at me leisure like. Rich much my phone is playing up. It keeps posting comments when I have not finished typing them, says Sandra. Oh no. How much are you paying Bilbo to turn that wrench? Bilbo's just going mental. Tease nuts, says Bilbo. I need to decrease the amount of wrenches. Eugene will remain a wrench. Pradeep will probably remain a wrench. Not sure about Bilbo. He's already got too much power. You know. Well, Laura G's got a wrench. Would you like to remain a wrench, Laura G? So where manufactured or mixed follow their rules, eh? France and Italy. It's not just that. It's because the companies themselves are based there. So you've got the Swiss have also, they're also in alignment on cosmetics. I think they're actually a little bit stiffer. You know. Yes, Lily jumped before she was pushed. Increase the amount of wrenches. There are some channels whose live streams I've been on before, and they have like everybody in the chat is a wrench. It's odd that old money do not wear fragrance. Such a great way to communicate your status. Tea note and perfume gives me nausea, says Slam Gamer. Oh God, I've got an itchy back. How did that happen? No, I can't reach it. No, that's better. I might wear this tomorrow. I fucking love this stuff. It's just so well done. It's got that really bitter tobacco thing that the Aramis Tobacco Reserve's got. Everyone timing each other out. Well, you can't time out another wrench. You need at least one troll with a wrench that warms the other troll. Dahlia was calling me off how I handle my relationship, says Lily. How does one become worthy of a wrench, says Christian. I don't know, it works in weird and mysterious ways. You know? Aramis Tobacco Reserve is so good, says Scented Moments. Yes, it was really good. I remember when it was going for 20 quid. Now it's going for 10 times that, at least. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Oh no. It's on the floor. Oh, got me back scratcher. Oh, this thing's magnificent. I fucking love it. Chef says, Aramis Tobacco Reserve is so good. Mitch, what's your opinion on Oud Infini? Rough. Yikes. Not great. Here is my back scratcher. It has a lengthy handle and it's fucking great. I don't know why women perfumes doesn't just smell right. There's always something off-putting, says Slam. That is so grandpa of you. I should get one of those, I should get one of those, like, telescopic sticks with a magnet on it so I can pick stuff up off the floor. Has anyone ever smelled this? La Gem by Bulgari. Duck has become Harrison Ford level celebrity. Look at the amount of messages. So many. And I'd scratch it with a wooden spoon. I hope he doesn't use the wooden spoon for food as well. Yikes. It's when Rich feels the impulse, then when he regrets, then when he takes away as a purge. Yes, that's right, actually. It's kind of how I go. I go in cycles like that. La Gem is the line, right? Aha. Okay, so this is one called Onech. This was sent to me by a nice friend. You know who you are, and you don't want us to say anything about you, so okay. Ooh. Let's spray this in the air. Ooh, we put it in the air. A little bit ozonic, airy type of thing. Fresh. Ooh, a little bit of darkness as well. How interesting. I don't hate Bulgari, actually. Onech. It's not great. It's okay. It's not great. If you're paying high amounts of money for that, you're a silly, silly person. My cat scratch my back sometimes. Baymax is known to make biscuits out of people. Especially when they sleep. You could use the bear method and scrub off a tree. I actually do that on door frames throughout the house. If I've got an itchy back and I'm just walking through the house, I'll be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'll do that, you know. A wrench makes a great back scratcher. Someone offered me a decanter of Rive Ombre. I didn't think it was great, that, actually. Bulgari Man Black Orient is absolutely brilliant. Discontinued, of course. Oh, of course. Of course it's discontinued. Of course it is. What do you mean? Of course it is. Rich Mitch, are you a bear? No, I'm a duck, but I could be a bear. Strangely enough, yes, I have in fact been called a bear many times. Don't think it's interesting enough, says Micah. And yes, I know what that means. Welcome, Stuart Mabe. I have 10 mil of Bulgari La Gem Azaran. It's an atomic leather. It lasts for weeks. Okay. Hi, Stuart. Let me just come at you with the note listing for that fragrance. On leather, amber, Jacques Cavalier, leather, spices, and labdanum. No! I didn't get any of that. It was quite fresh at the top. What is going on? Oh, God, people are saying it smells like black tie. That's a bit harsh. Ombre Nomad. Some people were saying that that was discontinued. It should be. It should be a fucking public health initiative because it's fucking massive. He was a seal in a past life. Lovely seals. Rich is what's known as a cubby. I don't know what that means, Dahlia, but it sounds sexual. And I'm not sure I want to be one. You leave me alone. Would you like to know something that doesn't smell like myrrh? Shall I show you something that doesn't smell like myrrh? All right. This does not smell like myrrh. That absolutely does not smell anything like any kind of myrrh I have ever smelled. It smells like leather. It smells like soap. It smells like imperial leather soap. But myrrh, no. Doesn't smell anything like myrrh. Cubby duck. Watching this while battling squirrels trying to dig up my rosemary plant. Weird day, says Scott. Good grief. Seems like the new 5 diptyque have flopped. Yeah, that doesn't surprise us. Don't be releasing 5 perfumes at once. You know, Dior did it, flopped. Diptyque have done it, flopped. You don't, it's not serious. You can't be releasing 5 perfumes all at the same fucking time. Fuck off. Smells like baby cats, says Mr. K, which is shite. Baby cat's such a bad perfume. I thought it was, the first time I smelled it, I was like, yeah, but it was wishful thinking. No. What are we doing? I'm back. Like an album. When was the last good diptyque? 1978? Something around that sort of time. I'm joking. Oriental Velours is the best myrrh fragrance. Oriental Velour. Oriental Velour is a beautiful myrrh fragrance. It's absolutely sensational. It's absolutely spot on. But, I don't know if anybody watched Mr. North's video the other day. This shit is fire. He didn't think it was as good as I. Whoa, what a scent that is, by the way. This is fucking brilliant. Like, it's got that cooler kind of thing that some myrrhs have. British, don't worry. Do not worry yourself. Remain calm. Do not panic. Sorry. You're going home. There you go. I have Amber Fetish as well, which is an absolutely fucking sensational, brilliant leather. It's an amber with a Russian leather note, and I swear to you, it's absolutely brilliant. These three, all 3 of these are great, you know? Oh, you horrible fucking perfume, get back. There you go. And you with your fucking madness. Jow telling me to spray this perfume upside down. Has he done that to wind me up? Yes, he has. The sprayer has failed completely. I really like that perfume, though. I'll have to decant it at some point. I've got a decant Bala Versailles as well. Orgasmic, eh? Miraudon is a beauty. Took a few wears to appreciate its charms, though, says Stuart. Well, if you ever don't like it, mate, let me know, because I'll take it off your hands, you know? Don't charge me silly money. Amber Fetish. These are the 3. I have backups, fear not. I have backups of all 3. Trois. Oh, you silly sausage. This is actually a really good myrrh as well. This is a really good myrrh. Yeah, she needs Soblers in that lineup. Have you got some? Would you send me a sample? Fetish sounds kinky. Could be. Miraudon is a beauty. Took a few wears to appreciate its charms. Yeah, but we can't get that shit, duck. I know, I'm sorry, I can't help you. It's there's like a there's like a balance, you know, between sharing what I've got, what I know, what I think, and the informational content of the videos I make. I am happy to concede that I am not a reviewer, I am not a fucking professional, I am not monetized, I'm not this. I am a hobbyist. So please bear that in mind when you are watching or consuming my content. I'm just talking about the shit that I've got and I enjoy. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to fucking do anything. If I am trying to do something, I'll tell you. I'd rather just be up front. So Mitra wants it faster, she says. More, faster. Probably, but I didn't care for it either, but this was years ago. You were an award-winning critic, duck, best live streamer. That's right, I did, actually. I did. Reviewers aren't even reviewers, that's true, but they claim to be. How much would you pay for M7? You can still get it at retail, I think. I said this earlier about people asking me how much I would pay for certain perfumes. You know? Duck drove the price through the roof of Fetish, says Germs. It's because I bought them all. I didn't. I bought about 3. They still pop up from now, time to time. Probably I didn't care for it either, but this was years ago. Fast forward. How much would you pay for an M7? Reviewers aren't even reviewers. I am a hobbyist, he says, with snobbery. Well, that's it. I don't want to be included in the influencer thing. I do the fucking knee chance. You know? What's everybody laughing at? Still waiting on an Erica impression, though? Oh, dear. I don't know if I've got it in us at the minute. Perfume infomercials today. Yes, that's what they are. Do you know what the worst part about it is that they try and tell you that they're not. That's the whole cope that you get from these people is absolutely outrageous. You know? The cope that they try and put out there is scandalous. You know? I'm being generous by saying it's cope, because another word I could use is lies. Or another word I could use, if I was being kinder than saying lies, is being economic with the truth about their situation and their relationship with brands. I am a consumer. I am a punter. I am a buyer of perfume. I am a consumer. If this channel is anything, it is a consumer channel. Funny thing is, those are the channels that are big. Yeah, I know. Because what they do is they follow a very strict. Kind of, what I want to say. It's not a philosophy. It's a model. You know. They follow a model where they know how they will get lots of fucking viewers, lots of eyes on the product, certain production value, saying certain things, appealing to the biggest, widest diaspora of people, you know. It's bollocks. You know? It's bollocks. Just do what you want and you will attract the same people. The thing is that they don't want it. They want interaction because it drives views and it drives like growth, you know, but they don't actually want to like fucking meet punters, get to know them, be with them. I understand that in America because it's not a country, it's a continent, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like making friends, but hopefully I'm going to meet up with Saint Genie in a couple of weeks. I live in the northeast of the UK, which is quite out the way. Having a few local fragrance friends would be nice, but the same thing, you've got to be friends as well. You know what I mean? So, funny thing is, those channels are Chaos Fragrance is the worst shill. Oh God, I can't stand them, says Fragrance Collector. I literally don't dilly with Dally. I don't dilly with Dally. I just don't watch. I just don't get involved. I remember Eugene made a criticism of Chaos Fragrances a long time ago, and the criticism stands. And he said that because he put him in his top 10 fragrance reviewers I can't stand, if I remember correctly. He said, paradoxically, Dallas's fragrance taste got worse over time, not better. And it's absolutely spot on. Like, he started off having, like, not bad taste, and then he just started talking about absolute horse shit. And he is big on the influencer trail, trying to make money off YouTube. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there's no value there for you because you're the target, you're the product to them, you know? You are the target. So please bear this in mind when watching basically anything. We're living in a marketing hellscape, you know. Change of taste is called money. Yes, what a sour taste it is. Please don't be kind. It doesn't suit you, says Mitch. Woke. 10 people left the chat. Read, Mitch. I wouldn't describe myself as woke. I would describe myself as tolerant in a common sense kind of way, but I wouldn't necessarily say woke. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure I know what woke means. But if I was just going about my life and someone called us woke, I'd just be like, well, as long as I haven't said anything that I think to myself is fucking stupid, then you can call us what you fucking want. Do you know what I mean? Fuck you. As long as I can justify it to myself, then I'm all right, you know? Overconsumption. Yes, there's absolutely, I mean, fucking, yes. All you've got to do is look at your screen right now to fucking see overconsumption. I would love to see a live stream of Richard Essence. It would be of epic proportions. I'd get kicked out. If I could have a guarantee from the owner, from whoever runs that place, that I could go there and say whatever I wanted, I would do it. Otherwise, no. You know, once dehydrates, 50 will come back. I just dehydrated and there's 51 people watching. Genie is an angel, no Mugler. I'd love to see a live stream of Richard Essence. That would be an awesome video. I would do Gonzo. I'd just walk around just being like, you, I know you from the internet. Why do you talk bollocks? And you over there, I know you from fucking the internet. You talk shite now. I just line them all up. You know? Just walk past each one of them going, shitter, shitter, shitter. Even Joy Amin from Dhaka, Bangladesh was not spared on that fateful day. Joy Amin was in. Joy Amin's genuinely passionate about fragrances. There's no doubt about that. He just doesn't have the access or the money or, do you know what I mean? He's just, and the thing is, he's covered everything. He's fucking covered everything. Change of taste is called money. Ashton, who likes vintage Creed, now loves cheap clones. Very believable. Yeah, he's doing it for the money. The thing is with Ashton is he's got family. He's got bills to pay, you know. So I can't hate. And I know Ashton genuinely loves fragrance, and I know the fragrances that he loves. We've got similar taste. Similar, not the same, obviously, but similar. We sniffing guitars now. I have a few vintage, says Chuck. I'm jealous. Give them to me. The tolerant left when you say you like Amber Woods. Fuck Amber Woods. Woke is just a buzzword. A snowflake is right wing lingo. Yes, everybody has their lingo. You know, the right, the left, the center, the up, the down, the back, the front. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their fucking lingo. It's just bollocks. I describe you, Rich, as an intelligent person who doesn't baby people's emotions and keeps it real. Thank you, Fragrance Collector. It's very kind. I'll take that. I do think that. I'll tell you why I don't baby people's, because there's a time to baby people's emotions, you know. I don't just go up to people who have just, like, suffered some incredible fucking trauma and be like fucking, you know, you want to pull yourself together and fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, like there's a time and a place, but there's too much backslapping. There's too much fucking, oh, are you okay? You know, there's a time to tell people to just fucking pull yourself together now, you know? And there's a time to tell people that they're full of shit, because people are often full of shit. And I get told when I'm full of shit. You know what I mean? And you've got to be big enough to take that. You've got to you live in the real world with other people who don't mean good things to you, and they will use you and they will hurt you. And if you have been mollycoddled your entire life, then you will suffer more in the future. You know? You will not be able to see life for what it is, and it's one of the best things you can do is see life for what it is, good, bad, and indifferent. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I think Rich will hate Essence. Yeah, I would fucking hate it. I'd be there for 5 minutes and be like, no, this is bollocks. Rich would be pointing fingers, Spider-Man meme style. Yes, that's right. I think Rich will hate Essence and bong. I should take the gong and bong, that's right. Bong it in people's faces. The cartel also has kids, family, and bills to pay. Well, that's true. Being nice is free. I forgot I was being charged to be a hater. Rich will say, fuck, I don't know if before getting in. I'd get within a mile of it, and I'd probably see a couple of people and I'd be like, look at that fucker over there, standing there like he doesn't know I'm going to tell him to fuck off. Rich would be great working at Hermes. A certain level of snobbishness is with truth. Well, the thing is, at Hermes, if I worked at Hermes, right, I could genuinely stand there and say this brand is better than Tom Ford, Creed, Dior. I could sit there and say it's the best designer brand in this shop. Fuck the rest of them. I could say it was the best perfume brand on that floor, and it would be very hard for somebody to argue us against it. I could stand there and say that in good faith. You know, I could get the righteous indignation. Someone from fucking Tom Ford would come over and say, no, fuck off, your perfumes are shite. You know? Someone from Frederick Malle would be saying, Frederick Malle isn't even Frederick Malle anymore, it's Estee Lauder now. He's not even fucking there. What are you talking about? You know? Mason Francis Kirkjohn. Fuck off. Fucker's got a picture of himself on his boutique, man. Who the fuck does that? That's what he thinks of himself. He's got a picture of himself in his boutique. The prick. Fuck him. We are all using your knowledge, not Erica's. I could listen to him all day, says Dropman. There's a point where it becomes their own responsibility how they deal with trauma. Yes. You know? That doesn't necessarily mean you have to abandon people as they are like going through it, but there has to be a time where they decide they have to internalize it, take it, and learn and change. So absolutely agree, and stop blaming outside factors. Life happens. I watched a video today about a guy who was talking about his life story. It was on that soft white underbelly, and it was absolutely fucking shocking, the shit that he had gone through. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can empathise with some of that, and I cannot empathise with some of the other stuff. And I was just like, it just makes you realise that there's no such thing as normal life. It's just life, you know? There's people who are just like, I want a normal life. It's like, well, it's not real. Amen, Duck. See people for who they are. People aren't great, but people aren't terrible either. You know, people are capable of terrible things, unless you've got something like wrong with, you know, like psychopaths, which is like a physical fucking ailment in their brains. Like part of their brain doesn't work, you know. Rich just doesn't want an injustice, that's all. Quite, yes. Why did George make a video with TLTG? Couldn't have been for clicks or dollars. In fact, where is George? George is doing his film stuff these days. He's left the fragrance community behind. He'll be back, I think, one day. At one point, Creed was king, and you would actually believe it. Yeah. Tom Ford in 2013 was amazing. Fell off pretty soon after that. They released tobacco oud, and then they did those 4 green fragrances, which were... I've got Vert d'Anson. The other 3 weren't for me, but they were still very Tom Fordish, and after that, they just turned to fuck. They just turned to absolute fuck. Uchi does that too, replace Fucci. I don't know who Fucci is. MFK thinks he is the pretty boy. He thinks he's something he's not, you know. Make sure he is not Eugene. Let's all send wonderful apology letters to Demaché. Pretty boys don't know what they are, says Oren. Right, fuck it. I've gone over too much. I'm tired. I've got a sore back. I've got a sore ass from sitting down. Yes, black tie, really nice. Smells like Dior. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for liking. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you, Chuck, for chucking me a coffee. You are very kind. I don't like to advertise the coffee, but it's there if you want to use it. And I will speak to you all again soon. Good night, everyone.